Welcome to week 5 and welcome Nicky.
Hi Prashan.
This week we'll be looking at a great range of tools for helping us with data modeling in Excel. So Nicky, where will we be starting off this week?
We're going to start with looking at a function. It's the last function this course and it's called SumProduct. And SumProduct lets us multiply one array of values by another array. It has heaps of applications, but in a data modeling context, it's really useful for calculating a weighted average.
So let's say I'm a teacher and I've got lots of student test results, but all of these tests have different weightings. Then SumProduct will be really useful.
Perfect example, and it has a lot of business applications as well. So for example, let's say I bought 100 shares last year at $10 per share, and then this year I bought 50 of the same shares, but they cost me $40, and I want to get my average price per share. But I need to do that as a weighted average. So what I'm going to do is multiply my 100 by my 10 and add that to my 50 times my 40 and then divide the whole lot by 150. Now that's what SumProduct will let us do. So that's our weighted average.
And then after that, we'll look at a tool interestingly named Data Tables, which is totally different from another tool we've seen before called Tables.
Yes, I'm pleased you clarified. So the data table is a way of getting multiple results from a single calculation. Sounds very unusual, and it is. So let's say you wanted to get a whole lot of different inputs, put them through a single calculation and get all the different outputs. That's exactly what the data table will give you.
So data tables are great for modeling different outcomes. What if we want to model totally different scenarios?
Yeah, we have a great tool there as well. What I think a lot of people would be tempted to do is put them in separate worksheets, but you don't need to. We've got a tool called the Scenario Manager, which lets us record different scenarios and then actually switch between those different scenarios and even compare them side by side.
So let's say I'm working towards a particular target value. I'm running a fundraiser and I've got to raise $300,000. How can I change my input, let's say the dollars I charge per head, to arrive at my 300,000 target?
Great. Now for that, we've got a tool called GoalSeek. And GoalSeek does exactly what you requested. So given a cell that has a calculation in it and an input that you specify, it will change that input so that your calculation yields the result you want.
Except there are two limitations with GoalSeek. The first, which you kind of mentioned, is it can only take one input. And the second limitation is I can accept the GoalSeek value or just go back to my original.
Yeah, absolutely. So GoalSeek, good for those little one-off calculations, but if you have a much more complex model with multiple inputs, you're going to need to look for a different tool. And the tool there is Solver. Now, Solver is actually an Excel add-in, but we're going to show our learners how they can add it in. And what Solver will do is similar to GoalSeek, but it will allow you to specify multiple outputs, and it will even integrate with a scenario manager so you can store multiple solutions.
So some great tools for data modeling and what-if analyses in Excel. Thank you, Nicky. Now, we've got some great practice videos for you. Make sure you download the Excel workbook so that you can work alongside us step by step. When you finish with them, relax, recharge, and come back again so that you can practice these videos again, because practice makes permanent. This week, our practice challenge will take you even further in your skills by taking you outside the box by applying those data modeling and what-if analyses to a totally different context. Check out this week's toolbox, as well as this week's great ninja tip. Now, it's over to you.